Hey ladies, I'm back again as promised, and in this video I'm going to show you how I apply my foundation, how I highlight and contour to fit my particular face shape. And I say that because not everybody's face shape is the same, and everybody contours, highlights differently. And with that being said, I contour and highlight to fit my face shape. I have a oval face shape. I have really high cheekbones and full cheeks, so I contour and highlight to accommodate that. I also have an extremely flat face, so I contour my nose and this part here to give myself a more of a 3D image face, so when I take photos, my face comes out of the photo instead of washes out or is flat in photos. Also, I want you guys to keep in mind that this technique, my foundation highlight and contour technique, is only for when I film makeup tutorials or hauls or whatever I'm doing on YouTube when I upload a video. This is only for when I'm filming. I do not do this every single day. As a matter of fact, I do not wear makeup Monday through Friday. Don't wear it. Sometimes I don't wear it on the weekends unless I'm going somewhere where I want to get spiffy. But needless to say, I don't wear makeup Monday through Friday. Half of the time when I make a makeup tutorial for you guys, I'm in my t-shirt and underwear. You don't see that part though. And after I'm done filming, I literally just wash everything off. So yeah, like I was saying, keep in mind this is only for filming or photography or special events. I do not do this every single day. So with that being said, let's get right into the how-to. Bye.
Okay, so what I like to do before I start off my foundation and stuff is apply a moisturizer. The moisturizer I'm using here is by Ambi. It's their Spot Fade Cream. I use this because although I no longer have acne, I still have acne scarring, and I've been using it since middle school. It's my holy grail product. If you guys know if anything better, let me know down in the comments section. Now I'm going in with my Phillips Milk of Magnesia. I use this as a primary primer. I haven't been using it lately though, because I haven't been wearing a whole lot of foundation, but for the sake of the video, I'm showing you guys in this video. Now on top of the Milk of Magnesia, I'm using my Rimmel Fix Perfect primer to go on top. What I have found is that when you apply an actual primer on top of the Milk of Magnesia, your foundation goes on a lot smoother. I find that if I just do the Milk of Magnesia and then foundation, then the foundation just doesn't go on as smooth. Now for foundation, I'm using the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation. I'm using the original one and the one from the Queen collection. There are two different shades. I'll list them down in the description box because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I'm just applying them in dots. I'm using the lighter shade in the center of my face because I'm lighter in the center of my face. Then I'll use the one that's more close to my skin tone, which both of them really are. My skin tone is weird. But needless to say, I'm using the darker one on the perimeter of my face because I am darker around the perimeter of my face. And I find that if I use foundation that's the shade of my skin around the perimeter of my face, all over my face, I look like I'm wearing a mask. So I tend to use two different shades so I don't look like I'm wearing a mask, if that makes sense. I really love this foundation, by the way, guys. This is my favorite foundation of this year. I think it's one of the best drugstore foundations out there. I love this. If you guys want to see me do my top drugstore foundations, then let me know in the comments area and I will be sure to do that for you guys. So this is definitely one of my favorites. And right now I'm just buffing it all over my skin with the Real Techniques buffing brush. I love this foundation brush to death. And right here is where I will leave you guys and do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow off camera, and then come back and finish the face. Now to finish my face, I'm going to start off with the CoverGirl Clay Concealer. stick. I absolutely love this concealer stick. First of all, it goes on very smooth. The finish is like a velvety finish, much like the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Outlast foundation. It has a very nice velvety finish to it, and I believe this concealer with the foundation is like the perfect match, the perfect pair. I'm going to highlight under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my cupid's bow, as well as my chin. I don't like to take my concealer all the way down my cheekbones. I think that's a little bit much. So I'm patting this in with my finger, and then later on I'm going to go in with the most amazing concealer brush ever to blend it all out. Did I tell you guys how much I love this concealer? It's a very opaque concealer, and it goes on very well, and it covers very well. Taking my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, the most amazing concealer brush ever, and it's only $3. I am just going to buff out any harsh lines and make sure that the concealer blends well with the foundation. Also, I like to use a concealer that's a shade or two lighter than my skin tone. I do not like that whole Kim Kardashian crap. I am not on the bandwagon with that 8 shades lighter highlight concealer under my eye crap. You don't naturally have 8 shades lighter up under your eye, people. I'm just saying. I'm also showing you guys how far I bring my concealer down. I don't bring it all the way down my cheeks. If you notice on my face, I have extremely high cheekbones. There's no reason for me to bring my concealer past my cheekbone area. So, there you go on that. Now to set the concealer, I'm using the Midnight Banana Luxury Powder. I actually didn't like this at first. My favorite setting powder was the NYC Mineral Veil powder, but it got discontinued and I ran out of it. The Midnight Banana powder is slowly growing on me. Slowly. I do love the way it sets. I think it's really nice. It's just the yellow tone. I'm not sure about it just yet, but it's growing on me. So I'm just going to place the banana powder in all the places I applied the CoverGirl concealer. I'm going to clean off my brush and then buff out the powder. Now I'm going to take the Midnight translucent face powder in Topaz, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with this. It looks a little light on camera, but trust me, it's my complexion. And I'm just taking a big fluffy powder brush by e.l.f. to do this with. Make sure you get your hairlines. I really do not like when girls forget to get that hairline. Get that hairline, ladies. Okay, so now I'm going in with my e.l.f. blush, bronzer, and contour palette. I could not get that out. This one's in Turks and Caicos. I'm going to use this to just warm up my face. Now, this is a step that I usually do this part and then I stop because I don't like a strong contour. I like a more natural looking contour. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go a little bit heavier with a different powder for my contouring. Right now, I'm just going to take my Turks and Caicos bronzer and just warm up my face. So I'm applying it where I would normally contour. Now taking my Black Radiance Rich Mahogany face powder, pressed face powder. This is about 2 shades darker than my skin tone. I'm going to use this to actually carve out the hollows of my cheeks and my nose area. So taking the Real Techniques contour brush, I'm going to contour my cheeks. I'm showing you here where I begin my contour and where I end my contour. Like I said before, I have extremely high cheekbones. I do not take my contour any further than the edge of my eye. Some people like to bring it all the way down to the corner of their mouth or swoop it so over their cheeks to make it seem like they have cheeks and cheekbones, but since I naturally have huge cheeks and cheekbones, I don't need to do that. So I stop it right at the outer edge corner of my eye. I also contour the tops of my temples and forehead as well. Now taking a smaller domed crease brush, I'm going to begin to contour my nose. Be careful with the contouring of the nose. Do not do what I just did. It is easy to screw this up. You do not want a harsh line on your nose, and you do want to make sure you place your contour in the nose perfectly, because if you don't, you can wind up with a crooked nose. You don't want that. The whole point of contouring your nose is to give you that nose you wish you had, or give you a better nose, or without the surgery, if you know what I mean. Since I have a flat face, my nose is flat, so I contour to bring my nose out of my face. I'm taking a more fluffier brush and just further buffing out the lines. There is nothing worse than having a harsh contour line on your nose area. It should look like a shadow, not like somebody drew a line on your nose. Now for the last step of this foundation highlight and contour video, I am taking a highlighting powder. This one is by Wet n Wild. It is the Catwalk Pink number 345. This is their Mega Glow Illuminating Powder. I'm going to take the lightest gold color in this palette and I'm going to highlight my face with it. This is one of my favorite highlights and I have not used it in quite some time, but I decided to use it for this video and I fell in love with it all over again. So I'm showing you again exactly where I placed my highlight. I follow the same rules I use for my contour. I don't go past the outer corner of my eye. I do not take my highlight all the way over my cheeks, and I do not take my highlight up under my eyes. I do not like shimmer anything under my eyes. I also highlight the tops of my, the arch of my brow, the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. This is where light would naturally hit your face if you are in fluorescent or natural lighting. And I am a sucker for a good highlight. Highlight just makes you look that much more youthful and dewy and just like somebody dipped you in shimmery goodness.
So I hope that was helpful to you guys, and yeah, thanks for watching, and until next video. Oh wait, if you want to see how I got this makeup look, what color I used on my cheeks and lips, then stay tuned because I do have a video for this as well.